Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TPC Boston here in Norton, Massachusetts for today's matchup between the Medway Mustangs and your Norton Lancers. Medway's first golfer electing to take iron off the first tee. Well struck ball heading up the right side here, but should be fine as he'll have plenty of room to go into this first green from the right side. As long as he's not too far right, you know, anything by those first set of traps will be just fine. Medway's second golfer also electing to take iron off the tee. Hits it a little fat, but all things considered, that will work. He'll be safe just a long way in for his second shot. Another long iron here for Medway. And another well-struck ball right down the middle for the Mustangs as the first foursome is on their way up the first hole. We return with the second grouping for Medway here.
Throw it out now. Throw it out of there.
Just another iron off the tee for Medway, but this one heading right. Be hard pressed to find this one.
Oh, good. The whole course. The whole course, great.
Yeah, red or yellow, yeah.
So Anthony, you can drop up there and where it went in.
So luckily, because it is marked with a red stake, he will be able to drop laterally.
That's all right.
Will not be imposed an additional penalty. Just the lost ball.
Good, Nick. Watch this. Watch this, Nick. Nick, you're going to have a wedge. Can you make me a promise?
An unorthodox swing there from Medway's second golfer, but well struck nonetheless.
Yeah. This is his second attempt.
That was Nick Tomasetti. Slightly unorthodox, but it seemed to work for him.
The 1 on 4 is a problem.
Medway's third golfer up, also with iron in hand off this first tee.
Good, Billy.
Yeah.
Billy, excellent. That's a nice spot right there.
Seems to be able to get away with it, as it
Right, guys,
is
enjoy,
down
okay?
the middle.
Billy, nice swing.
Last up for the Mustangs,
This is like,
we have Andrea Hester.
Nice shot.
Andrea's tee shot heading right, but should be just fine. And both foursomes for the Mustangs are off on the course. We will return with the Lancers heading to the first tee. This is Matt Nichols leading off for the Lancers off the first tee here, electing to go with a fairway wood. Well struck ball from Nichols. Next on the tee for the Lancers is Jack McPartland.
Wow.
I always should have left those for
This is so very weird. It is so weird.
McPartland electing to take iron off this first tee.
Good shot, Jack.
Great shot, Jack. Jack, I love it.
A well-struck ball from McPartland right down the middle.
That is nice.
That will play nicely for him leading into his second shot. Next on the tee for the Lancers, Colin Landry.
Fairway, Colin.
Landry with a fairway wood in hand.
Good shot, Colin. That was there. That should be great.
A well-struck ball there by Landry. He should like the result of this. Should have a good look in for his second shot.
Oh boy.
Last up in the first foursome for the Lancers is Aiden Ryan. Aiden electing to take driver off of this first tee.
Or cleared the bunker. You hit that nice.
Oh, good shot. Of course. Consistency.
Ryan's drive right down the middle. Seems to like it. And the first foursome for the Lancers is off on the course.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was over there. Did Matt come back through yet?
Now on the tee for the Lancers is Nate Daly. Daly with a hybrid.
Yeah, you're safe to
Yeah,
hit.
you're good. Alright, get out, get out, get out.
Daly tops his first shot, but he should be okay. He'll get away with it.
Yeah.
Short hole, it's fine.
The next Lancer on the course is electing to take driver out here.
Good shot, Brandon.
Yeah.
Stay left.
A well-struck ball there by Brandon Barrick, heading up just the left side. Makes way for Joey Fasolino.
Nope. You're in that little like inlet. Stay out of that.
Fasolino watching his ball intently.
I didn't see it. You're over it.
Just past the bunker.
Should be okay there.
Good job.
Far?
So past the bunkers on the right side, will have a tough, could be a potentially tough angle in for his second shot, but he is okay thus far. Last up for the Lancers is Logan Letourneau. Letourneau steps up and hits, and it sounded a little thin.
Watch out. Move on.
You know, as long as it gets past that opening shoot, he should be just fine.
Play well, have fun.
And the second foursome for the Lancers is off onto the course. We head to the par 3 third hole here, and we catch up with the Medway Mustangs. You know, tough pin placement here on the third. Pin slightly in the front by this false front. You know, really forces the golfer to throw the ball all the way back there just to give himself a chance. Not a ton of room on either side of this pin. Safe plays to just hit it to the back right, play it to the fat of the green, take a 2-putt and go from there. First shot on the way from the Mustangs is a very well struck ball, but again, you know, just didn't get the ball quite far enough up. Rolls off that false front, off the front of it. Second shot from the Mustangs on the way here at this par 3 third hole. Another well-struck ball. You know, second Medway golfer played it safe, got it to the fat of the green there. Will have a long putt for birdie, but it is a putt nonetheless. Next shot from Medway looked a little fat off of the tee. In my estimation, he would have landed short, potentially into the hazard area. And the last of the first foursome for Medway on the way here. Shot is on the way. Begging for it to get down off the back of the green. You know, the green does slope back to front, so this could be a testy chip shot, but, you know, at the end of the day, you're safe. So all things considered, a halfway decent shot there from Medway as the first foursome approaches this par 3 third hole. First Medway golfer hits up onto the green. Ball needs to sit down as it did come off a little hot off of that club face. So that ball will roll down. I'll have to chip back up. Next Medway shot is on the way here. Again, tough little short-sided chip. A well-executed chip shot there. Bumped his ball right into that upslope of the green, really allowing the ball to die not too far. Really took all the speed out of it. Next shot from Medway on the way. Chip shot back to front. A great effort there from the Mustangs, just to keep that ball on the dance floor. Third shot on the way for the Mustang there. Will be left with a tough bogey attempt. Now for the long birdie attempt for the Mustangs. You know, played it smart, played it to the fat of the green, but have a tough two-putt here. You know, you're really not thinking of making this putt, but rather just keep it close. You know, get one close to the hole, clean up birdie, and move on to the next one. Putt is on the way. Looking to take that ridge. Needs to slow down, though. Hits the flagstick. A good look at birdie there. Had just a little too much speed. Hit the flagstick, and good thing it did, because otherwise that ball would still be rolling. Nonetheless, a good birdie attempt there from the Mustangs. A slippery putt here on the way. Ball looking to break towards the hole and breaks just past it. Cleans up for bogey. Next putt from the Mustangs is on the way. Good roll center cup and in. A nice confident stroke there. Another good roll from the Mustangs, cleaning up these good makeable putts. Now for the par. And sinks it. Center cup, a great par from back right of the green there from Medway. All things considered, not too bad of scores from the first Mustang foursome. Next Mustang foursome is on the tee here at the par 3 third hole, TPC Boston. The first shot for the second foursome of the Mustangs is on the way. Looks like a well-struck ball. Lands to the left of the pin. Pin high, but to the left. Have a testy little chip shot there, but all things, a great shot nonetheless. Next shot for the Mustangs on the way here. A big swing. Looks like it came up a little fat. Just didn't get as clean of contact as the golfer would have liked. Looked like he did hit that one a little fat. Hits the ground a little bit just before the ball. Andrea Hester now on the tee for the Mustangs. Hester's shot on the way. Looked like it was heading right off of the tee. My guess is that would be in the native area. I will play laterally, and she will have to take a drop there. Next shot on the way for the Mustangs. Looked like it was heading left off the tee. Well short of the green, but safe for the last golfer in the last Mustang foursome. First shot looked like a wedge in there from Medway. Andrea looking for her ball. It did indeed go right off of the tee. Chip shot on the way. Just got a little too much of that. He's on the green, but significantly further than he originally wanted to be. Next shot for the Mustangs left in the rough. Just didn't make as clean of contact as he would have liked. We'll now have a tough par putt on the way. Long chip shot on the way off the back of this green. I don't really need to land it short and let it run up.
Dude, are you serious?
A tough shot nonetheless, as these greens are rolling quickly. Just couldn't get that ball to stay on the green. Shot like that, have to land it almost in the fringe, if not the first cut of rough. Let it kill all of its speed and let it roll, as most of these greens do run hard back to front. Putt on the way for the Mustangs. A good look there. A long putt from the Mustangs. A good roll nonetheless. Just a little too quick.
Please. Thank you. I've had a shot like that roll back down. Rocky, you want to go? Yeah.
Putt on the way, and it is hit center cup there for the Mustangs. Good short putt. Good bogey there for the first golfer. Medway looking to clean up their putts respectively. Andrea's putt slips on the low side. A tough putting display there from the Mustangs. We head back to the tee at the par 3 third here for the first foursome from the Lancers. Matt Nichols is first on the tee. Nichols shot on the way left of that green. We'll have a tough up and down upcoming. Not a ton of room side to side on this green. Next up for the Lancers is Colin Landry. Landry's shot also heading up the left side here. Shorter than Matt Nichols. In the rough nonetheless. Jack McPartland now on the tee. McPartland shot a very good shot there to get that ball to land. On the green, below the hole, he should have a good look at birdie upcoming. Last to tee off for the Lancers is Aiden Ryan. Ryan's tee shot on the way. Looks like it was heading to the right. As the first foursome for Norton is on their way down. Appears as though Colin Landry will hit first for the Lancers. Chip shot on the way, and it is a good one, begging for it to stay, but it does not appear that it will. Just catches that crest and rolls down the false front. Aiden Ryan mulling over his options here. A tough shot upcoming. Ryan's chip shot long off the side of the green. Again, not a ton of room to work with on either side. Landry now. Looks like he tried to putt it up the front of it, but just didn't put enough on it. Does not get the ball up that false front. And has a very similar position to the one he just had. This now for bogey. A better effort there the second time around for Landry. Looks like Ryan now with his chip shot. A great shot there from Ryan, lands it in the first cut of rough, kills the speed. We'll have a good look at bogey putting uphill. Jack McPartland next to putt. Jack putting for his birdie attempt. McPartland lines up the putt. A smooth stroke from McPartland nets him the birdie. A great tee shot capitalized by a great putt, and that is a birdie 2 for McPartland. Nichols now for his par. A good roll by Nichols, but missed it on the high side. We'll have a tough look at bogey here. A little more meat on the bone than he would like. Aiden Ryan now with his putt. Drains it center cup. Colin Landry now. Landry a little uneasy over that putt, but makes it nonetheless. Nichols now for bogey. And bogey 4 for Nichols, but it is Jack McPartland's hole as he birdies it after a great tee shot. The second Norton foursome on the way. First shot from Norton looked like it was heading wide right. Nate Daly now on the tee for the Lancers. Daly looks like he caught that one a little thin, but should be okay. A well-struck ball there from the Lancers. And a ball placed well on this third green. Plays it to the safe side, but has a good look at birdie upcoming.
Get there. Joey, funny thing is, my grandfather's name actually is John. So technically, I'm related. My grandfather is John Daly, but he's not John Taylor. I was just saying.
A dropped shot from Norton results in an early chip shot. Aiden Ryan now looks like he has found his ball, or rather that's Nate Daly. Nate Daly has found his ball. Short side, let's see what he can do with it.
Yep.
Picks it clean out of the bunker. But luckily, not a whole heck of a lot back there. Just our cameraman, Jameson. He was in the line of fire just then. But Daly picks his bunker shot clean. We'll have a little more green to work with the next time around.
Do you mind if I step on your line?
Joey Fasolino now.
Nice job, Joey.
Fasolino's shot. A great shot there from Fasolino. Well within tap-in range for his par.
Kidding. Yeah, let me mark mine, Daly.
Daly now for his third shot.
Sit. That's gonna be nice. Sit right there.
A well-struck ball there by Daly.
No.
Asking for it to sit down though. And just a little too much there. A well-struck ball, but landed it just a little too far. As if he landed it in the fringe as opposed to the green, he would have been just fine. Daly now having to chip again. With a putt on the way here for the Lancers. A good roll, but missed on the high side there.
What? No.
Daly with another chip, almost holes out for his double. Ends up with a triple there, but something you can build on with that great chip shot at the end. Fasolino now for the tap-in par. And Fasolino makes the putt. After a great second shot, sets up a good look at par for Fasolino, and he capitalizes there. A good putt finishes
Move on, Brandon. Next hole.
the
What you can do now.
last Norton foursome, heading through this par 3 third hole.
Oh.
We head to the fourth with Matt Nichols chipping off from the front of the green, just over the back. We saw another ball come screaming through there. That's either Colin Landry or Aiden Ryan's shot, as Jack McPartland is off to the right, with Colin hitting just now that ball that screamed through when we saw Matt's. Had to have been Aiden's. Jack now for his second.
Hit it. Hit the hill.
Great shot, looking to catch that crest, but just not enough.
Matt,
Good shot
you
nonetheless,
missed
though,
that
from
flag
Jack.
by
Should have a
so
good two-putt look
little.
for par here.
And that would have been huge. It wouldn't have. It probably wouldn't have gone in, but it would have stuck right there, you know.
Yeah. I'm very scared to hit this putt, coach.
And Jack just missed that hill. Oh, that would have been
I
perfect.
thought I had it too.
They couldn't have put him in any harder of a
That's a
spot.
terrible.
Aiden Ryan now with his chip.
Cruel. The flag on 2 was brutal too.
Yeah.
Tried to get a little cute on that second shot.
No.
Tried to, just will the ball up there as opposed to hitting it. Leaves it in the fringe.
Go, Aiden. That's good.
Oh, good shit.
Good shit.
Next shot, a great effort. Just past the hole. We'll have a good look at bogey here. Now Matt Nichols with his third shot.
Get there. All right.
Wow.
Sweeps right underneath it and heads to the left. He'll have a good look at par upcoming. Colin Landry now for his long putt.
I'm going to. Get up. The hill.
Get there.
Landry's putt on the way. Catches the crest, but just doesn't break as much as he thought. A good putt nonetheless, just to get it somewhat close to the hole from on the complete other side of the green.
Oh yeah. I'm just if I get this within honestly, if I get this within 10 feet.
I think it's on the left side. I would definitely hang left side.
So would I, because I feel like it's gonna
McPartland now
The amount of break on the small putt is
for his third shot. After his second shot just missed the ridge. See if he can't get a read off of Landry's as to how it's going to break.
Good putt, Jack.
And McPartland just burns the lip for his birdie attempt. Good tap in par
So
here.
you'd be happy
for
for
Jack.
Feet?
Yeah.
How about 10 inches? Good putt.
Thank you.
Aiden Ryan now.
Come down. That's good roll in.
Just a little too firm there, but still a good roll for Aiden.
That was a tough one.
Matt Nichols now for his par.
Yes, Matt. Up, up.
A good roll from Nichols results in the par. Colin Landry now last to putt here. Landry's putt just doesn't get there.
I need to start making cars. Those are the putts you need. What? Those are the putts you need. Oh, I thought I had.
As we watch the second foursome for the Lancers tee off here at the 4th hole. Looks like Fasolino, the first to hit for the Lancers.
Oh boy.
A well-struck ball there from Fasolino. Just right as he usually plays his slice there. But safe as there's not a ton of, trouble on that right side. Well-struck ball from the Lancers. Looks like it was also heading to the right.
Pretty good.
But should be just fine, just long of the green. Another well-struck ball by the Lancers lands just left of our cameraman. Should have a good chip shot upcoming. Fasolino now from right of the green. Lands it just on. No problems there.
Say I'm over the green, right? Yeah. Joey. Yeah? You could get a birdie.
On the hardest putt I've ever seen.
Not that bad.
I can see my ball now.
Joey, aim to the right.
Lancers all converging around this hole.
Must be on this birdie.
Is that you right there, Joey?
Is that one mine or?
That's you
As
right
it looks like Fasolino looks over his birdie putt,
I kind of forgot what number I hit.
while the other Lancers attend to their balls respectively.
Carla had a similar putt. He was a little closer, but it kind of went rough there.
Nate Daly right next to our camera.
Come down.
Daly shot. Hit well, lands it in the rough. Little too much there, but still a good shot nonetheless.
Good chip.
Stop.
Hit it.
Alright. Okay.
Another good chip shot. Lands on the green for the Lancers.
That's on.
It was tough to miss.
Fasolino now for his birdie.
Sit.
Fasolino's putt on the way.
Come back down.
Yeah, Joey, good.
A good roll there
Nice putt, Joey.
from Joey as this hole is somewhat cut in a
That was a tough flag right
toilet
there.
bowl, so to speak. Everything funnels towards that low point. So a good putt by Fasolino. Should have a good look uphill now for his par. Nate Daly's putt on the way.
Good roll.
Daly's putt looked like it was tracking the whole way, but just turned at the very end. Next putt for the Lancers is on the way. This one's going to be slippery, as again, this hole is cut towards a funnel. Playing the putt way out, looking for it to break in. Does he have the speed? Just misses it on the high side. But a great effort and a great putt there from the Lancers.
Nice par, Logan.
Cleans up after the good attempt. Another good attempt from the Lancers, but misses on the high side. Cleans up his putt. Daly now for his putt. Good putt from Daly. Now Fasolino looking to clean up his par after a great birdie attempt. A good par from Fasolino. Nate Daly now on the tee with an iron in hand here. Looks like he'll get away with it. Not much hip rotation there, but it will work for Daly. Next shot on the way for the Lancers. Hit underneath it. Looked like it was heading left. Not very far, but he should be okay. Frustrated with that swing.
I'm gonna try to hit it over the tree.
What tree? That tree?
Yeah.
Oh. It's gonna be to the right of that tree.
Well, I'm gonna aim high.
Fasolino now teeing it up for the Lancers.
Brandon, might want to move your back just so that he doesn't hit it.
Looks like he has driver in his hand. Fasolino swings out of his shoes. With a big hook, or a big slice rather, left to right.
No, that's a lot of grass right there.
Should be able to find it. So it looks relatively open over there. If he started it far enough left rather, should be just fine.
Nice, Logan. Oh, don't be in the water.
Another well-struck ball from the Lancers as the second foursome is off and on their way. We now catch up with the first group on the par 4 sixth. Matt Nichols looks like he went left off the tee. Now, all things considered, not an awful play as there's just 7 over there. Might have a decent approach in, just a long way home. McPartland now on the tee. Driver seems to be the play here, as this is a longer par 4. McPartland's drive starting right. He's watching it down. Should be okay, as members of his group seem to have found it. Looked like he hit that ball a little bit off the toe, resulting in it going right. Colin Landry now for the Lancers. Landry will get away with it. A low flighted ball left to right, but looked like it was fading right into the middle of the fairway. Last up in this first foursome is Aiden Ryan. Ryan's tee shot on the way. It is well struck. Looked like it was also heading up that left side, but he will do just fine with that. For Norton Media Center, I am Cody Carr, wishing you a good night. Final score, Norton 258, Medway 276. Medalist round goes to Medway's Cole Theodore, shooting a 39. Matt Nichols, the low score for Norton, with a 42.